Alright, we're back for another episode of Beers and Gears. This one's going to be a different one for you. I got a 07 Street Bob here. Belonged to one of my buddies who's down from another province. He's right there, along with a couple of the crew that's usually here hanging out with us. Problem is, he hit a bump here in Newfoundland. Imagine, hit a bump in Newfoundland. Anyway, when he did, these bars started moving on him. The way he rides and speeds he rides out, you don't want your bars moving. What we discovered the other day when we did a roadside repair is these three bolts are good. This one here actually has the threads stripped out altogether. So we got them going for a couple of days, but now we're going to try and fix it right. We've got a helicoil kit here. So we're going to take all this apart, lay the bars down, run a tack down through the hole with the thread stripped out, put in a new thread, and then we're going to set it all up, put a bit of Loctite in it, put it in, torque it to specs, and hopefully it holds him till he gets back where he's going. Hopefully it holds him for good. So we'll get at it. If you look down in these bolt holes here, you can see there's threads, just like a normal old bolt hole. But this one here is pretty much smooth. There's not much thread left. You can still see there's a bit of remnants of all slivers of metal and stuff coming out. So we're going to have to run a tap down through that to start cutting a set of threads. And then we're going to have to slowly screw a set of threads into the hole. And that'll be enough to hold a bolt. A little tip for you when you're at this stuff. The most common problem we see with bolts stripped out and stuff gone to shit is fellas over torquing stuff. There's a torque spec for these. It's I believe it's 20 foot-pounds, which is not a whole lot. So if you over torque it, you're going to screw up your threads. Also worthy of note, a lot of fellas, and I know this happened with this particular bike, will like to put never seize or an anti-seize on the threads, and when they do that, that causes the bolts to stretch and pull the threads out. You should never do that. I even see people putting it on their lug studs on their cars and stuff. Don't do that. Just keep the threads clean, and in this particular case, torque it properly and put a little bit of Loctite on it, and that's all you need. So we're going to go ahead now and thread this hole, and we're going to squirt the rest of them out and clean them up with a bit of brake clean and whatnot. Alright, so the first thing we did here is we used the drill bit and we drilled out the hole to the right size to allow for this tap. So this tap, I'm slowly working its way in and out now. You go in, 16th of a turn, back a 16th. And what that's doing is that's cutting a thread in the hole that we drilled out flush. Once we've done that, we'll actually insert a thread into that thread, and that's what's going to hold our bolting. So it's a little bit of a tedious process. You got to take your time, use lots of cotton oil, blow it all out clean every time. But we're cooking along pretty good here now. You just saw us tap out that hole, so now there's threads in that hole. But those threads are designed to take this. This is a helicoil. You can see it's got a little straight end on it there. This is a helicoil installation tool. So we're going to use this tool now to install these treads in that hole, and that's actually going to be the treads that our bolt is going to sit in when we put it all together. So here's the top clamp. The top clamp sits on the bottom two risers like so. I'm going to put a bit of good quality blue Loctite on each of the treads. We're going to run them down snug and then we're going to torque them up. I've also added some small two-way tape to the top clamp. Over the years, these risers have obviously worn. You can see the wear patterns in them. Same with the bars themselves. That little bit of two-way tape just takes up a little tiny bit of clearance, not enough to affect the torque, but they're also two-way tape, so they got a little bit of stick to them. It'll just help keep the bar solid while he rides it like he stole it. So we're going to keep rolling here. Last part of the job, make sure you use the torque wrench. Trust me, if not, you're going to screw all this up. I got them all torqued here, but that's at between 15 to 18 foot-pounds for this bike, so I got them set at 16 foot-pounds, and it'll last them, I'd say, for good. So for me and the boys here in the garage in this 2007 Street Bob that's had a hard life, that's it. Bears and gears.
Bears and gears.
Now I can hear you.